Holman, then acting director of ICE, said that he was going to threaten to refer me to DOJ because I'm using my free speech rights in order to advise people of their constitutionally guaranteed protections. And he may want to do it again today. And to that I say, come for me. You're going to have to come for me.
And we are back, and we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my peepo. You know it helps us out a ton, and of course it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, do you remember a few weeks to maybe a month or two ago, all of the Democrats were coming out and talking about how badly the Republican town halls were going? They wanted to use that as like proof that the Republicans were somehow unpopular after they had just won the election, right? They had just won the election in November, took power, and immediately the Democrats were like, oh, they can't even have a town hall, you know? Well, y'all, the fact is that nobody can have a town hall nowadays. Days after all of those claims, Democrats also started having problems at their town halls. It's just that the American people are dissatisfied right now. Democrats are dissatisfied, probably more so than Republicans. You know, but Republicans are also dissatisfied. That's why they elected Donald Trump. Now, y'all, today's story is about your girl, AOC, having all HE double hockey stick breakout at her most recent town hall, with her being called a genocide facilitator because of her lack of activity related to helping the people of Gaza. Now, y'all, we're going to pop right into this, but I want you to know something. There are two different sources of the video feed. One's the original feed, and you're going to notice that the sound on the original feed is very it's subdued, okay? Then there's also a feed from X, which is like a different angle. Looks like it's somebody in the crowd, and that gets you the real sound. So if you had only been watching the feed from YouTube, you would not know just how raucous all of this got. Just how much of all HE double hockey stick broke out. So we want to definitely give a shout out to the people on X who posted this video. And of course they have their tag on the video itself. But y'all, without further ado, and at some point in the video, y'all, I'm going to stop the X feed so you can just see the difference in sound. It's not a mistake. I just want you to see the difference in sound between the two feeds. I overlaid them. You're welcome. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Right now, we have about $255 million of healthcare research in our community that is under threat. It has not been canceled yet. And I've been working very hard to defend and Q&A. We'll get to that in the Q&A. We'll get to that in the Q&A. Listen, I am happy. I am happy. Yes, I understand. We will take your question. I will take your question. I'm happy to take your question. We're happy to take your question. I'm happy to take your question. Okay, here's the deal. I'm happy to take your question. I'm happy to take your question. Listen. Thank you. Listen, folks. All right. I mean, here's the deal. With town halls, I more than welcome people who disagree or are maybe even super pissed off at me for any issue to come. But we have some ground rules here, which is that please wait to the Q&A, because we don't want to deprive all of our neighbors of the ability to have information and hear things and respond to it. I'm not the, trust me, I'm not a person that's going to not call on someone that I think is going to answer, that's going to ask a tough question. We're more than happy to do that, but we need to be able to have this conversation. So thank you all.
So it seems to me that the protesters' main complaint is that AOC is not doing enough to stop what the protester calls a genocide in Gaza. Now, y'all, quick segue. Are you doing enough to protect your family? You already know that I have our new partnership with Augusta Precious Metals, and they help you do enough and even more than enough to protect your family by investing your IRA in gold, which is the hardest, most consistent, longest running money known to man. Y'all go down into the description, click the link, and fill out the inquiry form to get your free report on how gold can help you protect your wealth, particularly in an IRA, but also if you do like me, like your boy, you might just want to buy some hard gold just to have it around the house, just to remind yourself that you are a successful individual, okay? Anyway, y'all, let's get into this next clip. AOC, she is also, can we say, challenging Tom Homan? Do you remember when he said he was referring her to the DOJ?
You got AOC out there, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Congresswoman, putting out a webinar, doing a webinar to help illegals avoid, I guess, apprehension, giving tips about how to continue to remain in the country and ultimately game the system.
And I sent an email today to the Deputy Attorney General. At what level is that impediment? Is that impediment? I'm not an attorney. I'm not a prosecutor. Is that impediment? Is that impeding our law enforcement efforts? If so, what are we going to do about it? Is she crossing the line? So I'm working with the Department of Justice and finding out where is that line that they cross. So maybe AOC is going to be in trouble now, but I need the AOG to opine on that. But because there's impediment is impediment, in my opinion. I'm not a prosecutor, but we need some further guidance on that. But again, if we have to take every federal dollar out of the city, we'll do it. I mean, we're done. This is about public safety. This is about community safety. Knowingly releasing a public safety back in the public is just stupid. You're putting the public at great risk. You're putting our officers at great risk. You're even putting the illegal alien at great risk, because anything can happen on an arrest on the street. So we just want to make common sense. In sanctuary cities, they want to step aside. We're coming. We're going to do it for you. If you don't want to make your community safer, President Trump's going to.
Because she is trying to help people without permission to be in the country evade ICE. And she wrote this kind of quivering letter like, I would like to know, are you planning on charging me with a crime? It was very, quivering, But now she's Breaking Bad, and now she's saying, hey, you're going to have to come for me, fool. So AOC, she's taking a different approach now while she's in front of her people. Let's take a look.
But what we've also been doing is I've been hosting Know Your Rights seminars through my office so that communities across our district understand what their rights are. If ICE knocks on your door, they do not have carte blanche to enter, point blank, period. And if they do want to knock on your door or knock on anyone's door, including your workplace, you can tell them, show me a warrant. Show me a judicial warrant. And if they don't show you a warrant, you can say you can come back with a warrant. You have the right to turn them away unless they have the proper paperwork or are coming in the proper way. And when we first did one of these seminars, Tom Homan, then acting director of ICE, said that he was going to threaten to refer me to DOJ because I'm using my free speech rights in order to advise people of their constitutionally guaranteed protections. And he may want to do it again today. And to that I say, come for me. You're going to have to come for me.
Do I look like I care?
Looks like when you start doing public speaking, y'all, when you're in front of a group, maybe maybe you start feeling yourself a little bit. Anyway, y'all, I liked for y'all to let me know. I think this is about to be a wild 4 years. I think Democrats feel like they have something to offer. And I think they have something. When I say that, I mean something to counter the Republicans with. But their constituents, the Democrats' constituents, are not happy with the leadership. They're not happy with AOC. Like, the media would have you think that the Democrats are happy with AOC. They aren't happy with AOC. They're just more unhappy with Trump. The Democrats are. So AOC, Bernie Sanders, they get a pass kind of because most of the ire is directed toward Trump. But they're not happy with those guys either. You know? So I think we will see more and more of this. But that's my opinion. I'd like to know what you think. Okay? Do you think AOC has any kind of chance of being a real leader? I don't. I don't think anybody can lead the Democrats because it's not a unified party. It's not one party. So you can't have a leader for disunity. Okay? You just can't. But I'd like to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments section. Let me know your comment. But before you do, please, you already know what I'm going to say. Please hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of the social mediums, all your favorite and even your least favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Want to thank y'all for watching, y'all. Hit that gold link down below. Why do I keep talking about gold, y'all? Because I'm buying gold now, okay? Not financial advice. It's just I seen the markets going haywire. I seen the markets going crazy, and I want to diversify. I have a 2-month-old daughter. Gold's been here for 5,000 years. It'll be here for her entire life and after. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll catch you back in the next one.